lights.
Hello, hello. Welcome back to the show. We are here today in the West Side Oasis. Backyard, front yard, backyard. And we're
Kaya's yard.
Kaya's yard.
It's not mine.
Kaya's yard's back there, right?
The whole.
It's all Kaya's yard. Okay. So thanks for joining us. We are going to be talking today about a property that we recently sold, and we wanted to get into the details as to what we sold, when we sold it, why we sold it, how we sold it, who we sold it to, all the the who, what, where, why, when, how, all that stuff we're going to get into today.
Exactly. So it's an interesting time. I think we did a state of the market about a month ago. We're kind of like in that same place. Like we're very in limbo. People aren't sure where rates are going to head. I mean, we're all thinking they're going to go up. There's a lot of optimism. But we're staying active. Like there's no doubt about it. We just bought a 5-unit on the east side in Highland Park. And then we just sold our 14-unit in Venice. And we're actually a little upset. We owned right around the corner. We stabilized the 5-unit. I would say it's a 30-second walk. It was pretty interesting just how close they were. Basically, Rose and Lincoln, the Whole Foods over there, and how close they are to all the shops on Rose. And it was an amazing asset, very unique property, being 14 units in this submarket. They're all single-family homes, duplexes, triplexes, and then there's a few. There's got to be a couple thousand homes and stuff in that area, and this is one of maybe 10 buildings that's over 10 units over there. So it was a very unique asset. We were so excited to buy it, but we saw a strategic opportunity to exit and perform for our investors, which we'll kind of go over today.
We had a similar Instagram live when we sold Michigan. That was like 2 years ago, back when we were young. And it's a similar kind of episode. I remember we were going through the different titles and how we were going to label the episode, like, Did It Again, and When Life Gives You Lemons, and bitter, and bittersweet chocolate. Like, there's all these different ways of saying it. It's a bittersweet moment when you have a great asset, you're not able to fully perform on it, but you're still able to get out, hit a single, as we like to say, and take that money from the sale and redeploy it into other investments.
Exactly, and we bought it. The market was in a time where interest rates were just starting to creep up. I would say perm financing was in the mid fours. We had actually bought other assets. We were getting fixed rate debt 4.4 to 4.6. This asset was a heavy value-added property, so we actually took on bridge debt. So when we bought it, our bridge debt was 4.5%, and today, this is now the first week of March, bridge debt is 8.5%, with the expectation that Fed's going to raise rates, so we'll probably be somewhere around 9 on floating rate bridge debt. So that was one of the big reasons of why we sold, is that we saw our interest rates going up, and we bought it at such a good time in the market. There's still a lot of buyers, a lot of activity. So I think that was the first thing. The second point is also ULA. We've talked about Measure ULA, increased taxes, transfer taxes on properties over $5 million, and this happened to be a property that we sold for just under $6 million. So if we didn't sell today, we probably would have never sold, because it would have cost us an extra 4 to 5% just to sell the property.
Which would essentially have wiped out pretty much all of our profit. So it would have become a break even, at which point we would have held on to the asset long term. And what we discussed internally before deciding to sell the property was, what are our options? Right? Our options are to either hold on to the property and we'll be able to execute somewhat of the business plan and get it up to it was probably a 5% cash on cash, something around there, which for us is kind of like hitting a single. Or we can take a quick profit, get our money back, which for us it's also like hitting a single, but then we have the opportunity to take that money and redeploy it and find other deals where we can hit a double, a triple, over, who knows, right, what we can get into. And the worst case there is that we don't find something and we cash out, we still hit the single, everyone gets their money back, and we can decide what to do with the money at that point.
Which in today's world, where you're seeing so much volatility in the stock market, a lot of people have lost a lot of money in their 401ks, retirement accounts. So for us, we actually feel pretty positive. Yes, we're not performing the way we wanted to for our investors, but we're still able not only to get their money back, but make a small profit in a short period of time. So if you annualize it, it obviously comes out much greater. And we bought this property as a 1031 exchange, and this is what's cool, I think, about what we do. Like, this is our business. we always are kind of coming into an exchange, out of an exchange. We always have capital ready to deploy, which means I almost look at it as gunpowder that we can utilize when the right assets come up. And because we're so in the market, we're able to source the right opportunities. We're able to buy assets at the right price, the right locations with an executable business plan. And if here's plan A and here's our worst case scenario, we'll probably fall somewhere in between. And we're just so fortunate that I think our worst case scenarios are, okay, maybe we hit a single and perform for our investors, and then just find other assets.
In addition to that, I'm fortunate we bought the property right. We didn't overpay for it because in that situation we'd also be breaking even. You're doing a lot of not just the stock market, but also these massive landlords that have these office buildings, whether it's downtown LA or New York City or San Francisco. It's like all over the country. People that are super smart, huge operators, super professional, but they have the wrong assets for today's market. And thankfully, with multifamily in LA, we know that we can still rent out our units. There's a lot of demand. People love living out here, so confident in what we're doing, and we're going to keep pushing forward. Can't sums everything up.
Yeah, I think now we're in a position though where, now our worst case scenario is cashing out and having to pay taxes. We always say we don't want to pay taxes, but if you're paying taxes, there's a good reason because you make money. Obviously, we took advantage of the interest write-offs, CapEx write-offs during this time, which we don't account for in our returns. But now we have, between that exchange and another, we have about $4 million ready to deploy, where we can go out and buy another $10 to $15 million worth of real estate. And then obviously we can always bring on additional funds and up that to 20 plus million. So we're in a position where, and I'll reiterate because I feel like we say this all the time, where we're aggressively pursuing new opportunities. We're being extremely conservative given what's going on in the market with interest rates, regulation, eviction moratorium, all these things that are still happening, layoffs in tech, and it's leading into other sectors. So we're still buying, but being conservative in our approach and trying to mitigate risk as much as possible today. I think that's one of the big things is the whole time as we've grown our portfolio is understanding our worst case scenario and accepting that by mitigating as much risk as possible. You never know, but you have to do the best.
Do the best that you can. So thanks for watching, guys. If anyone has questions, comments, or a deal for us to take a look at or interested in investing, please reach out. Max@thegoldfingergroup.com. You can reach me on Instagram @whoeliyahu or @thegoldfinger group on Instagram. And